Okay, so this is our course lesson 4. So we'll be talking about policy, strategy, and goal deployment. Now we are done with the vision mission, and now we are trying to integrate now total quality management in terms of policy, strategy, and goal deployment. Now, we have learned from the previous lesson that leaders of any organization need a clear sense of direction and purpose, of course. No? Um, we have also learned that a good leadership culture is necessary or fundamental if we are aiming for a total quality management. Now, leaders with a clear sense of direction and purpose must also communicate effectively those direction and purpose throughout the organization. So, dili pwede og ang leader ra ang nakahibalo asa padulong ang organization. Now, just as any relationship, it takes two to tango for a romantic relationship. Now, in an organization, it takes all to tango. Or else, kung dili synchronize og steps, daghan gud ang sayop. And, the end of it all will be, di mo kadaog or you will not survive at all. So, mo na siya ang importance of delivering your direction and purpose throughout the organization. Now, this typically involves the development of vision, values, and mission, which define the fundamental nature of the organization and, of course, the strategic plan, which determines where resources will be invested to greatest net benefit. So if you have for your organization to be synchronized, no, and kanang pareha sila og direction, pareha sila og target nga goal, you need to develop your vision, values, and of course your mission. And from there, your organization, no, has this fundamental nature. Kaya na, 'di ba, ang vision, mission, and the values will define what the organization is. And then from there, kung naana kay fundamental nature of the organization, you can develop your strategic plan. What are your plans, no, on how to determine kay baw nakakaron what to do, no, where to put resources, no, all your resources, asa niyo ibutang imong particular resources that could give you the greatest net benefit. And technically, that is your purpose, no, for creating an organization to gain profit or to gain benefit. Mao man gyud na siya. Okay? Now, for this to happen, now, the vision and mission and their deployment must be based on the needs and expectations of the organization stakeholders, aka consumer. So, bisag kung saan na ito liko-liko, jud aning total quality management, no, it all boils down to one thing: satisfaction of your consumers. So, when you create or formulate your vision and mission before ka mo deploy ni ana, it should be based on the needs and expectations of your organization stakeholders. Because you have now a fundamental view unsang imong organization, because you have direction and purpose. So kay bawo ka unsaon nimo pag-create ang imong vision and mission, which is patterned on the needs and expectations of your stakeholders, aka your consumers. So, muna za, both the present and the future. So, dili ra ka mag-create of vision and mission for your future stakeholder or for your past stakeholder. It should comprises both. There is also a need, no, for a thorough examination of the environment that which the organization exists, of course. Now, in today's dynamic environment, this requires information from research and learning activities and even more importantly, now accurate and timely measures of key performance criteria. Without this information regularly reviewed and updated, it is difficult, no, for managers to make the right strategic choices. So, kinahanglan ka na you will also investigate or examine the environment that which your organization exists. Okay, as we all know, no, the economic environment is very dynamic. There are changes now and then. So, di gyud ka magpatulog-tulog sa pansitan or else namukaon kag pansit nga way subak, Mr. Willie pa. Now, how will you do that? Of course, through research and learning activities. No? And it should be accurate and timely. Basin po ang imong research kay panahon pa ni mumpor. Nga di ay mo. Anja, ang imong organization kay mo exist og 2021. Saon na nimo. So it should be accurate and timely. No? Accurate and timely. Unsa imong i-research? The key performance criteria. Now, this is very important. Now, without this information, di na nimo regularly reviewed and updated this information, it would be really difficult for you, no, to make the right strategic choices. Included in the EFQM excellence model is a strategy criterion that is concerned with how the organization implements its vision and mission via a clear stakeholder-focused strategy supported by relevant policies, plans, objectives, targets, and process. Okay. So the challenge for management is how to ensure that a gap doesn't appear between the chosen direction for the organization and the day-to-day operations, which is gamay nga trabaho de. Of course, very dako gyud na nga trabaho, especially if your organization is quite big, no? How are you going to make sure that there won't be any gap, no, between your chosen direction and the day-to-day operations? So, saan man mo na pag-make sure, diha ka mo insert sa imong TQM strategic plans. Because any misalignment wastes resources, squanders opportunity, and increases risks. So, mo na mahitabo if ma-misalign ang chosen direction and your day-to-day operation. Managers are handed now with responsibilities to make sure that the vision and mission is achieved in the most efficient and effective ways. Naana po ni efficient and effective. No, if you are really going to talk about organizations, di gid na sila mawa efficient and effective, because that is the only way that you can actually gain a lot. Now, any organization could do or operate in whatever ways they could, but if they are aiming for kanang more maximum or ultimate net benefit, so you have to make sure to operate in most efficient and effective ways. That is the only way to do it, whether you like it or not. Okay? So there are 6 steps for achieving the alignment. So atong purpose karon is to align the desired the desired direction of the organization and the day-to-day operation. So in order to achieve this alignment, there are 6 steps, no? Between the strategic choices, critical success factors, processes and people, and providing a foundation for the implementation of effective improvement. What is more, senior quality professionals can play an active role in facilitating this process. So we have step number 1, develop a shared vision, mission for the business and or organization. Step 2, develop the mission into its critical success factors, or we call it CSFs, to course and move it forward. Step 3, define the key performance outcomes as being the quantifiable indicators of success in terms of mission and CSFs. Step 4, understand the core process and gain process sponsorship. Step 5, break down the core process into sub-processes, activities, and form improvement teams around this. And the last step should be ensure process and people alignment through a policy deployment or goal translation process. Okay, so muna ang mga steps that an organization have to take note if they want to align the desired direction and the day-to-day activities. So let's start with step 1. Let's go deeper. Unsa nang step 1, which is to develop a shared vision and mission for the business or organizations. Now, once the top team is reasonably clear about the direction of the organization should be taking, it can now develop vision and mission statement, no? So kung klaro na ang top management, no, asa ay lang gusto nga padung or padulngan sa organization, they can now start to develop the vision and mission statement. And this will help to define, no, the VM will help define the strategic choices. What are the choices that would make sure that the direction, the desired direction will be reached, no? So, mo na siya makatabang, no, in choosing your strategic performances or strategic plans, and of course, provide alignment with the processes, roles, and responsibilities, no? So, this will lead to a coordinated flow of analysis of process that cross the traditional functional areas at all levels of the organization without changing formal structures, titles, and system which can create resistance. So, mo na pinaka-first nimong buhaton. Now, develop and shared vision mission for the entire organization. Kay mao na pinaka-foundation. No? As I have said before, lagi, ang vision and mission will help you to choose what strategic choices are you going to choose. No? Balik-balik sing choose. Uy. Okay. So I think I have already introduced this in the previous lesson, diba? Now, the figure above show the mission statement gives a purpose to the organization or unit. So, mo nang importante kasi siya, no? Kaugway purpose, nawa. Parang punis mong kinabuhi, kung kay purpose mong kinabuhi, nawa, pud ka, di pud ka mag-strive to do, no, everything in order to achieve your purpose. So, kung mga nawawala sa landas, mo na sila. Kay wa sila purpose, wa sila direction. No? Ing-ana ra pod ang organization. So, vision I mean, mission statement is really important, no? Because it gives a purpose to the organization or even a unit. Now, it should answer the question, what are we here for? Or what is our basic purpose? And what have we got to achieve it? Now, therefore, it defines the boundaries of the business in which the organization operates. Now, now this will help you, no, or the organizations to focus on the distinctive competence. Now, if you remember in your principles of management, I think so. One of your asset as an organization against your competitor is to have a distinctive competence. Meaning to say, you have an edge. Okay, lahi ka sa uban nimong competitors. Although you are selling the same product, you are giving the same services, but because you have this competitive or distinctive competence, ang mga consumers would really be kanang marag their eyes are on you because you stand out among your competitors because of your distinctive competence. Now, imagine if you have this well-crafted mission statement, no, and of course, the implementation as well. This will help you to focus on the distinctive competence of your organization. And of course, to orient everyone in the same direction of what has to be done. So, ana ka importante ang mission. No? The mission must be documented, agreed by the top management team, sufficiently explicit to enable its eventual accomplishment to be verified, and ideally be no more than 4 sentences. So, statement should be kanang di po super short but not too long nga dili na mag-grasp sa imong workforce or even sa imong mga stakeholders, no. Ingon si ang author ani nga book, ingon siya nga ideally, no, mission should be no more than 4 sentences. The statement must be in understandable, so you should avoid creating mission statement with out of this world nga mga words or statements. Okay, ingon sila, it should be understandable. You have to consider nga kung ikaw sana you're fond of kanang mga kapanahunan o kanang mga karaan ng mga term, you have to consider that dili ra baya ikaw ang mobasa sa imong mission. It's for your consumer actually, for your workforce actually, for them to guide, no? So, dapat makasabot sila. Communicable. Dapat they were able to communicate. Kanang ma-communicate nila ang imong mission or ang mission sa organization. Believable and usable. Ayaw pud paghimo og mission nga kanang murag makaingon tag, ha? Malisang si itas mission. My mission, the mission of my organization is to change. Takuan, kubaan, tano. To change the personality of this. To change the personality of my consumers by consuming my product. Kulba. No. Ang katong di gusto ma-change ang personality, hindi mo palit sa yung product. Kaya ma-change man di ay ang nilang personality. So, di ba, you should, again, mission should be understandable, communicable, believable, and of course, usable. Okay? Okay, so typically, a mission statement serves as the anchor and steering wheel for every organization. It is an expression of the aspiration of the organization. What does the company or the organization aspires for? No? Second, the touchstone against which all actions or proposed actions can be judged. So, your mission statement could become the standard, no? For which all actions or proposed actions can be judged. So, tanawin mo, ay mo na imong i-propose nga action, mo na imong i-propose nga strategy. Let's look at the mission. Ning coincide ba? Ning align ba? So, pwede mo na siya. Nga na ang rules sa mission statement. The third is usually long-term but short-term compared to vision. Now, mission should be distinct from a vision. Your mission is what you do best every single day, and your vision is what the future will be like because you deliver on that mission so brilliantly every day. So, mo na siya ang difference between the mission and the vision. And of course, the last one is short term if the mission is survival. For organizations that aims for a survival strategy, they can also employ short-term mission. No? Pwede siya a short-term mission nimo. Again, short-term if the mission is survival. Now, organization can also employ short-term mission if it aims for some survival strategy. Wait.